I'm thankful that this meeting is here. For 2 years, 3 years, she said everything was here was illegal. Now she's forced to come here to do the right thing. The judge forced her to come here to do the right thing. And she's been saying that secret squirrel meeting for how long? And people will believe in it?
Then they turn around and have a secret squirrel meeting at the park district. Why? Just to pass their narrative of the things they want done.
I couldn't believe I looked at this agenda and saw the word secret squirrel on a freaking, on a professional agenda for a village.
And then the very next, I believe 2 days later, they had a special meeting.
Secret squirrel meeting.
If you look on that first page, she has secret squirrel meeting on there. You know what made that necessary? 11 council meetings.
Greetings everyone. In today's video, we'll be discussing Ed Steeves, a former trustee. I've put together a brief feature about his visit to Tiffany Henyard.
And you guys don't want to pay any of the bills. Like y'all know, we got other bills besides you talking about an ice rink. We have other bills to pay.
How much is it for roofs? We paid $40,000, $50,000 for roofs. We haven't, y'all hear the grant. We haven't heard, where's this grant at?
Okay,
Anybody up here saying
did you
grant?
ask any questions to find out where any of this stuff is?
Have you contacted any of your board leader?
Ed Steeves stands out among trustees, much like Kiana Bella, but with a distinct approach toward holding Tiffany Henyard accountable. In the past, he was known for directly challenging her during board meetings, ensuring she was held responsible for her actions. There's substantial footage of him addressing her behavior and firmly voicing his concerns. In this video, I won't be adding much commentary because the evidence speaks for itself. Those who take the time to research can easily find numerous recordings of Tiffany Henyard's actions during her time as a trustee. Comparing those to her current role as mayor reveals stark contrasts and notable inconsistencies in how she presented herself to the community. These contradictions shed light on her journey to becoming mayor. Without further ado, let's dive into the details.
Once, by me paid, let that lady stay in a hotel room in that Murray house that Trustee Henyard manages or owns. The price was $540 that we paid to house her for a month. So what's the process of getting that money?
She successfully convinced the village to cover the expenses for the hotel. The individual she misled.
$70 a week we paid for 2 weeks. And there was someone else that paid for 2 weeks for her.
Okay, so what's the process of getting that money back to the village? That money was put out. But Trustee Henyard will be interested in paying that money back to the village.
Our village attorneys,
Out of order. Where's the attorney at?
our village attorney suggested that we pursue those costs to Trustee Henyard.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to know.
Okay.
And for the record, y'all do know this government meeting has nothing to do with civil matter. Just for the record, okay.
For the record, anytime you got public money getting used, we have a right to address public money being used.
She then emphasizes that this is an official government meeting, making it clear for the record that your attendance is noted. Your personal matters intertwined with the use of public funds.
That's how I start with the weight loss challenge. You said that you made how much off of it?
$985.
$985 for the first one was 2, correct?
Yes.
So $985 for both? Or
No, first one we covered that expenses. That was 2-3 months ago. We're dealing with the second one right now.
how much would, okay, well, how much did you make off the first one?
We made enough to cover the whole thing, the first one.
So you made even $1,000?
Yeah, I think we made a little bit more than that, and we got about 15 new members. The person who put it on is Sadiq. If you have any questions for him, he could talk about it.
I don't have questions for you, so that's why I'm asking, because you're over it.
I just told you.
So I know, but I'm asking, is this no fight? I'm just asking my question so I have an understanding. Is this no fight? I'm just asking my question so I have an understanding. So it was $1,000 that you said you made on the first challenge.
He said a little bit over 1,000.
Okay, a little bit over 1,000, and we paid out 1,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now the second one, which is now,
Yes.
we made $985,
Yes.
and we need to pay out 1,000.
Yes.
So she haven't received any money, any funds.
No, because we have to vote on it.
What was that?
We have to vote on it.
Okay, this is where I'm at with it. Whenever we do something as a board or a body or a member here,
we should get approval before we launch it. It should never be afterwards when a person is upset or mad because they didn't get their money. Whenever we want the board support, half the time we say we don't have the funds. So my thing with that is, if we didn't have the funds to do this, why did you put it on and put the village stamp on it? It was you pushing it, so you should pay for it, is how I feel about it. I don't think it should come out the village. Hold on. I don't think it should come out the village funds, because as you can see, homeward disposal, all these things we owe for. If y'all not making the money to replenish it, it doesn't make sense for the village to cover the expense.
I guess you didn't hear nothing I said then.
I heard what you just said.
You raised enough money to pay it. Did you hear me say that?
Okay, so normally when you put on something, it's supposed to make money to profit and make money to dish out. So you didn't make enough to cover the expense. That's what it sounds like to me.
We were short $15. And when I say we got 13, almost 20 new members, and that was the whole point of the whole weight loss challenge, to promote the gym and to get new members there, and that's what we got.
So you don't think you should cover this expense?
$15?
The $1,000?
No.
Do you feel you should cover it?
I just told you that it's covered.
This is not the correct way to do it. We found out about him when we got the agenda. We talked to him on Sunday for 20 minutes. Again, we knew no background check was given, even though we implemented. We passed it to get the background, that still hasn't been given. We got his resume as we were talking to him. So this mayor was a trustee for 8 years. This was not brought across the board the right way. It's the last minute, and then it's forced on us. And then you wonder why we do this. You know this is the wrong way to do this. You complained about this for 8 years. You did it all wrong. You can't get this to us on Sunday. We talked to him on Sunday for 20 minutes. That wasn't even enough time for two trustees to talk to him. And I told him today when I talked to him, you don't have the vote. We don't have the vote because we don't know him. We don't have enough time to sit down to vet him to get a right answer. There's no background check on him right now. We don't know. So if you do it the correct way, Mayor, which you know how to do, because you complained about it heavy for 8 years, you're doing it wrong. You cannot just force this on. You have to work with your board, Mayor. You have to work with your board.
All I'm asking is to stop doing that. Go before the body and get your approval. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I'm done.
Remember that statement that you said over and over again? You're not working with your board. You're forcing this on us, and you're just shoving it down our throat. You have to learn to work with.
And Dolton, an unusual incident caught everyone's attention when the mayor attended a board meeting dressed as Nino Brown, a character portrayed by Wesley Snipes in the film New Jack City. Nino Brown, a drug kingpin in the movie, seemed like an odd and inappropriate choice. What made this even more surprising was the timing. It happened during the swearing-in ceremony of a new police officer. Such a gesture appeared to trivialize the solemnity of the occasion. Imagine working hard as an officer and having the mayor attend your ceremony in such a costume. What do you think about this? Feel free to share your thoughts below. Moving on, several governance issues have raised concerns about leadership in the community. One notable point is the mayor's decision to reassign all committees to just 2 trustees, bypassing the ordinance that allows trustees to pick committees collectively. This move not only contradicts standard procedures, but also undermines the collaborative spirit expected of the board. As an elected official, each trustee has the right to chair and oversee committees. However, the mayor has overstepped by centralizing control, which has sparked frustration among board members. Historically, committee assignments were handled seamlessly, but this unilateral change disrupted the board's operations. Interestingly, while the mayor has claimed there were prior issues with committees, some trustees, including Tiffany Henyard, have stated otherwise. These conflicting narratives highlight the lack of transparency and accountability in current leadership. To illustrate this further, let's revisit a moment when Trustee Henyard herself faced challenges over committee assignments. Her passionate arguments reveal the ongoing power struggles within the board and shed light on the dynamics shaping this governance crisis. Without a doubt, leadership demands transparency, fairness, and collaboration, qualities that seem to be missing in this situation. Let's explore these developments further and examine the implications for the community.